Hey, what's up everyone, Stock Catcher here. In this video I'm going to be going over many trade setups that have potential, and today there was a really hot day as well, guys. There's a lot of plays just ripping face today. For example, ASBP, GDRX, SNGX, and VTAK. There were many more plays that just ended up popping off, but I'm just including those in the video. And if you're not part of the live stream and you would like to do that, I'm doing it for the YouTube members. A lot of people are finding benefit from it as well as enjoying it. So today, Ncna. Oh yeah, so guys, I appreciate if you like the video and comment, guys. It helps grow the community. So the first stock, this is not in any order as usual, guys. The first one, Ncna, 7.3 million market cap. This stock is very popular. And look at this range. Just look at left chart. When you're looking at this chart, just look at this. In terms of fundamental factors, the program is unlike old chemo type drugs, right? It gets inside the cancer cells more effectively. So this is a cancer play, and I believe this is also a low float post reverse split. So it has a very tight, thin low float. There's also catalyst coming for the stock, NUC 7738 combo expansion trial. There's also combo data that's expected this year to come out as well. This stock also has cash runway into 2026. So this stock, you really want to keep an eye on this stock. I know that this stock actually has sold off pretty hard, but you really want to see a base form, and you can see a potential nice bounce, right, guys? If you're holding this stock, I'm just curious, what's your price target and what's your plan for the stock, right? Because I had a couple people message me about the stock, so I'm just genuinely curious. Next stock, DraftKings DKNG, 22.69 billion market cap. So this stock, look at the monthly chart, is really heating up. It looks really good on the technical wise. The North American sports betting and iGaming market to reach more than $50 billion in revenue within just a few years. That's really nice. And the company is also expected to reach the high end of its previous 2025 guidance for $6.2 to $6.4 billion in revenue. This stock, I remember it was really popular back in the day. I don't know if you guys remember during the pandemic, right, in terms of online sports betting as well as this type of sector. And I'm actually bullish on this sector as well. I know that it's not really the best thing to be bullish on, because the sports betting can get kind of out of hand, right? Some people, it actually ruins their life for it when it comes to these betting type of things. But this sector, in terms of economically, I think it has a lot of room for growth, right? A lot of people are getting into this type of thing. A lot of people find it fun. A lot of people, actually, I saw online, they're actually doing well in this type of niche, right? So this one, you want to keep an eye on. This one, I'm looking for that $50, ultimately that confirmation level. But looking at the monthly chart, it looks really nice. Next one is CODX. This one, Cold Diagnostics, I mentioned yesterday and today. It made a really good move up. I think it ripped about 20% from the day, just a day alone. But last trading day, I mentioned it at 27-cent dip area. You could check the time. I posted that dip, and then it ended up just ripping face to 34.97 today, almost at 35 cent, almost cracked. So that was a solid, almost 30% gain. This stock, the factors didn't really change. The price targets, they're a $10 price target. By Burl Capital, this has a technical wick fill setup. This also fits the theme, right, of the Bow Penny theme, such as Ixhl PSTV, as well as the stock sold over 34 million real-time PCR tests. So the thing with this stock is that I want to emphasize is that it's not just C19, it's not just a COVID play. A lot of people think that's the case. But if you research their company and the technologies, right, you find out that this stock is actually participating. This actually came out today, which is kind of interesting. This stock rarely updates the shareholders like this, but today they announced that they're gonna be participating in Washington D.C. this week to showcase their product, right, the laboratory solution. And this stock, look at this volume. This is not ordinary volume, guys. If you look at the buying volume, it was just constant buying. It was millions and millions of shares, and I'm pretty sure that's not one person doing it. So who knows, what if news is coming, or I don't know what's the future, but this is one you gotta keep an eye on. So next one will be Nvax. This one, another type of similar play, right? and Israel is running out of these. I've heard online, right? They're running out of these shots, and Bill Gates is visiting Seoul to discuss vaccine collaboration. So the stock, honestly, I'm more looking at the technical side of the chart setup. If you look up Nvax, the daily chart is just really pulling away, right? Novavax, this used to be a really popular stock. This stock had 2 positive quarters in a row, almost $1 billion in cash, as well as possible FLU CIC partnership. The stock is breaking out of that down channel range as well. If you look at the 4-hour chart, just look at how it's finally breaking out of that channel, right? And this stock, I'm just speaking technical wise, right, that this has potential. So add this to your watch list, guys. Next one will be Apld, 4.27 billion market cap. This one actually I've mentioned many times as well in my previous video, as well as my stock tweets, right? So this is a 4.27 billion market cap. This stock, looking at the hourly chart, is really pushing off of those levels. The shorts seem to be underwater on this stock. This stock is building AI factories where the climate cuts costs and the grid doesn't flinch. This was strictly from their website, right? And as well, on top of that, this stock recently, I think it was a day ago, they released a new $3 billion data center in North Dakota. So this stock actually is in a really nice uptrend. I recommend you guys watch this stock, APLD. Next one will be Webull. You guys already know I made many videos on this as well. 7.74 billion market cap. There's a ton of filings showing a lot of recent purchases. And if you look at the valuation difference between the Robinhood and Webull, right, it's pretty interesting. That much of a big difference. Look at this technical chart as well. The hourly chart is breaking out. And I think the stock has a lot of growth potential as well. When you're thinking about potential big catalysts coming in the future, such as that PDT rule change, right? If you guys didn't know, next year they're trying to make it where they're reducing the amount where you need 25K to day trade, much lower, which I think should have happened a long time ago. I think that's way too much money, in my opinion, for someone to need $25,000. That's kind of crazy, in my opinion, to just day trade, right? So they're gonna hopefully reduce and cut that out, the rule, and the stock could definitely trend right into that. So next one will be RR33, 1.27 million market cap. This stock was featured alongside Google, Microsoft, Nvidia. And look at this chart. Technical setup is just consolidating really nicely. This stock is in a robotics and AI automation sector. The technical chart is just heating up, and this stock actually has service robot potential for hospitality, healthcare, and retail. So I mentioned this stock in the past. I think it was like a week ago. And if you see yourself the daily chart, after the video, it just started to trend up, and it's looking really nice as well. Right now, I'm looking at it. So keep an eye on this stock, guys. This is that robotics AI type of job, and if you've been noticing what's been going on around this world, right? What's going on with AI, as well as the service industry. If you guys been looking around, right, everything's getting more automated, getting more machine-based, and I think it's only gonna get worse, in my opinion. In terms of AI, it's gonna get more and more powerful, right? So next one will be Open. This one I made many videos on, I think since like $2. And I made another video yesterday, or the weekend. You guys remember I said that the stock had really good price action, and it was just really strong. And today it was just more confirmation. Basically, Paul Tudor Jones, $8 billion manager, he purchased 2.5 million shares of Open in the 13F filing, and also the new CEO hype as well. I think shorts are trapped in this type of situation. Because just look at the super strength, look at the hourly chart, constant reclaims with surging volume. And today, actually, it almost broke out of that $4 pivot. If you check Open's chart, it still looks strong. I'm looking at it right now. You could look at the extended time frame. Look at the 4-hour chart. Look at the daily chart. This stock definitely has that look, where shorts could really get in a very sticky situation, right? So if you're holding Open, what's your price target? Or if you want to share opinions, write down in the comments, guys. A lot of people read my comments. Next one will be Ixhl, 11.77 million market cap. With this stock, I made many videos on it in the past as well, and it ended up ripping face, and then right now it's just kind of consolidating in that kind of technical pullback type of flag type of situation, right? And right now the stock, if you look at the fundamental factors, the stock is developing a treatment for sleep apnea using already approved medicines. So pretty much when you're looking at the angle, right, it's lowering the cost, better safety, and also it has better potential for the FDA route as well, multi-billion market potential for Ixhl, over 2 years runway to hit the milestones. They plan on doing that, right, the high amount of cash, as well as the stock is very popular as well, similar to the one I mentioned in the previously, right, the previous in the video. The last stock is GNS, very popular stock. And if you're new to the channel, I recommend you check out my other videos on GNS. I made many videos on this stock. I made the video at around 50 cent, 49 cent, and then right after the video, over the weekend, I think it refaced almost $2 every single day, right? That was crazy. So this stock right now is starting to get really, really tight. I said in the previous video, right? If you remember what I said in the previous video, I said that the stock is getting, it's like coiling up. You can see yourself, and it's just constantly getting tighter and tighter. And this is kind of really cool because, you know, actually, this is from Kevin Malone from Twitter. He said that the largest dollar case against Wall Street by an individual company is going to be released, like the information on the case, on August 26th, 2025. That's literally like not even a week from now, right? So yeah, that's a week from now. So think about it. This stock is getting really, really tight, technical wise. And then Kevin Maloney saying that this is the largest type of situation by this company. And on top of that, remember in the previous videos I mentioned about the career skill development AI education angle, and I was looking at the positive developments in the case as well, right? And basically the stock, again, I say every video that it's not financial advice, it's just my opinions, and I don't want to sound like too bullish on any stock in particular because I don't want to, you know, create like, you know, that type of thing. But I'm just saying, like, it has potential, but we really want to see what happens next week. I think it's gonna be really, really interesting, and I'm excited to see what Kevin Malone as well as the team, right, have in plan. And this stock has been on my watch list for a while now, since I made the videos. I think it was like a month now. No, it was more than a month. So this stock, I'm looking for that key. It's like the key technical break as well. But when it comes to these fundamental catalysts, right, technicals don't really, it's behind the fundamental, like those big catalysts like Kevin Malone is saying. So let's see what happens in the coming weeks. And yeah, they said that 50% of the proceeds will be distributed to shareholder GNS. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting, guys. I know that you guys have more stocks that you wanted me to check out, but I didn't want to make the video too long. I had like a couple more, but I wanted to keep it short, like 12 minutes. So I appreciate you guys, and I've enjoyed talking to you guys as well on the live, and I'm gonna see you guys in the morning. I hope you have a great night. All right, sleep good, guys. Let's bank. It's Stock Hedger signing out.